Hey, and welcome back. Kain is dead. Dead. If you know, you know. And hopefully, we're going to use the Heart of Darkness to resurrect Janos Audrin. But first, we've got to get through Vorador's mansion again. And who knows what kind of unwelcome guests are crawling around there right now. Also, this time, we've got our pal, ItsOfficiaI.
We're just going to be talking like old pals playing Legacy of Kain.
So, before we get started, we've got the coin, which is going to tell us how we're going to play. If it's Kain, we're going to do every fight we can, feed from everything we can, and we're going to use one of the new skins. If it's Raziel, we're going to stick with the default skin, skip combat where we can, which is of course not a lot because it's Defiance, and just try to get from point A to point B. Alright, let's flip. No, it fell on the couch again. Whew, that was close. Today, it's Kain. I'll bet you knew that because I smile every time it's Kain. Alright, that means we're going to use one of the new skins, and then of course feed on everything we possibly can because we're hungry. Hi, Ben from the future here. So, we shot this video before the big 1.0.7 update with all the new Reaver skins, the wings, and everything else. So yeah, if you don't see any of that in here, that's why. Enjoy. Alright, let's get going. Depart for Vorador's mansion. I suppose. We'll get in a little ways and then we'll pick a new skin. Also, we got to keep an eye out for...
In my absence, the estate had been overrun by Moebius' soldiers. I hope that they have not yet found the entrance to the crypt or discovered the body of Janos. Of Vorador, there was no sign.
Raziel, the conquering hero.
Moebius looks so
I
good.
understand we ought to offer congratulations. Kain, at last, is dead.
I suppose you expect similar congratulations on the death of Vorador. Or has he eluded you?
Darkforge music behind
We
it.
have him.
Nice.
Not without a considerable price in blood.
That will have pleased him.
Let it sustain him until his head is off, and every vampire in Nosgoth at last is dead.
And will that knowledge sustain you? You too are going to your death.
For a true servant of the one God, death is never bitter. I will go, again at peace with the knowledge that I have played my small part in our master's plans.
Bro, pretending he doesn't have the biggest
Is at
ego in the
last
series.
destroyed, and you have carried out the deed. Which hero do you think you are now? The vampire savior, or the other one? Have you realized yet that it didn't matter to us which one either of you thought you were, so long as the result was the same in the end? And now, Kain is dead. Really, I cannot thank you enough.
So, this has all been arranged every step of the way.
As usual.
Kain thought I truly had free will.
Oh, but you do. And there's the greatest triumph of all. To have compelled the one player who could choose into doing exactly what we required. Well done, faithful servant. And now, I have an execution to see to.
Okay, so one, here's something really, really cool. Moebius' model here in Defiance Remastered now matches his model from the Soul Reaver 2 FMV, which is just such a cool thing that they did here. Just like they matched Kain and Raziel to their counterparts in the Soul Reaver 1 FMV, they've done the same with Moebius here with Soul Reaver 2. Anyway, Moebius, as usual, is a huge jerk, so let's keep going. So what's your favorite part of this level? What'd you
Oh
say?
my god, that is... You know, I'm gonna be real. Probably the first chapter you go to it in, the very beginning, when the statues kick you out the door and Ozar kicks in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's too good. It's too iconic of a moment. It just sets the scene really well, and on top of that, Vorador's mansion, it is the most unique setting in this game. Because while I do not want to cast dispersions on the Seraphim Stronghold and the Vampire Citadel, compared to Vorador's Mansion, they are very samey.
Yeah.
Whereas Vorador's Mansion, it feels the most like what you would actually expect from like a gothic. I can't talk. A gothic vampire fantasy.
Yeah, and I love that it feels like the next gen version of what we saw on Blood Omen 1.
It really does.
I love that there's kind of that consistency of feel with it. Minus, we don't have Vorador anywhere on the rug, but the big Vorador printed on the rug is not anywhere. But he does have the statue, which is makes way more sense.
Yeah, look at the insignia. Oh, wow, that's okay. That's cool. How much detail they added there.
Yeah.
I wonder what the significance of the choice of animals is there.
The dragon has always been very, very important in Vorador's symbolism, right? And we don't really know, like in canon, we don't know why that is. But the crows, he uses crows as spies in Soul Reaver 2. And so I think having those two symbols be his totems was something that made a lot of sense here. And I'm curious, like, next time I play Blood Omen 2, which I will, next time I play Blood Omen 2, I'm going to be looking around for more imagery like that. Okay, let's pick a skin, shall we?
Material Reaver.
Oh. All right, before we pick the skin, let's read some Reavers. The Soul Reaver. An ethereal symbiotic weapon feeds upon the souls of my enemies, increasing its own influence and power. The soul energy it collects within the confines of its blade may be charged and then released in a formidable torrent of energy.
Spectral Reaver.
Within the bounds of the immaterial spectral realm, the Reaver loses its ability to conjoin with the many elemental influences and powers. It relinquishes little of its potency, however, as the spiritual energy it feeds upon flows so freely there.
Earth Reaver.
Aligning the Reaver with immutable earth, its unique reign of influence allows me the ability to walk beneath the waves, or to call out to the surrounding stones, summoning earthquakes that rock and tumble the very ground. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. I didn't know this. Attacks have a mirrored effect on enemies close by of the Reaver charge. I saw the dirt effect, but I didn't realize that this is how that works. So that's super cool. And then a ground-shattering earthquake that damages close by opponents. So cool.
Ornament.
All right, Raziel's skins. Okay, so we got Keeper of Secrets last time, and we haven't been able to use it yet. And we also haven't used Seraphan Ascendant Raziel from Ascendants. So, which one should we use? So I'm going to say, we'll say Raziel is going to be Seraphan Ascendant Raziel. And then Kain will be Keeper of Secrets. Raziel. Okay, so we're going to start off with Seraphan Ascendant Raziel. Ooh, love the chapter title too. Pawn and Messiah. Oh. Oh. Never seen that before. Is that brand new, I wonder? Huh, okay. So yeah, just kind of messing around here, looking for new tomes. Okay. I really do have to say that Seraphan Ascendant Raziel floating, just kind of doing the Superman thing looks pretty goofy. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything here, although I just want to check this one more time. Ha 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 ha. Oh, a new skin. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. Okay, screw it. Let's use this one. Oh, hell yes. Nice. Yeah, Lieutenant Raziel. Awesome. You know what you should do?
What should I do?
You should set that rug on fire.
Should I know?
Give it a try.
Oh! I don't have this one. Oh, so this
Neither did I.
How'd you find that out? Could you burn that in the original?
I was just TKing stuff for fun. I was just talking about stuff and
You were just
throwing TK everywhere.
Let's go. And then you just happen to find a freaking arcade dome.
Did the field? No. Come on. Okay, this skin is amazing. There's his cloak, of course. His cape, I should say. Okay, this is just awesome. Still a little goofy that he can glide without wings, but I mean, come on. We're in skins land, guys. We're having fun. Oh. Man. Just 5 seconds of playing with this skin makes me desperately want a full-on 3D Vampire Raziel game. It's funny how they're so good and they're so immersive that they make it makes it so easy to imagine something like that, you know? Ooh, we need to see what happens when he feeds. Oh, nice. Holy shit, look at that. They went the extra mile and gave him a mouth that opens. Okay, that is just awesome. Tiny, I'm trying to have a conversation here. Can you wait till I'm off the phone, please? But yeah, skins this awesome really do just light up the imagination. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Based off of the skins that you have acquired and used so far, which ones are your favorite for each character?
Blood Omen 1, Kain, and Vampire Lieutenant Raziel.
Yes.
Yep.
Blood Omen 1 Kain is so good.
So good.
I love that we get to see a modern rendition of the iron armor.
Mm-hmm. Blood Omen 2 Kain is really good, too.
Yeah, I love the touches they added to it because it actually makes sense that he would have the shoulder cape.
Yeah.
Because that was Kain while he was building up his empire.
Mm-hmm. And I love that his symbol on that cape is black, and the cape looks new, where the one on his regular model looks really worn. It's even got the tatters around the edges. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
God, the attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see it in other remasters.
No. How we doing, statue? Are your eyes still hunting? No. No, they're gone. So this statue has to have... Huh. Is that a connection to Vorador, maybe? No. Well, he was. Oh, hey. I'm just interested to know why the eyes are gone now. Haunting as they were, it makes me kind of sad, honestly. Something that you should try in this room is look around at the statues and see what it looks like in Spectral.
What?
Cool,
Did it
right?
always do that?
I don't know. I realized the last part of the game, I hardly ever go Spectral, like for any reason.
Yeah,
And
because you don't really need to.
No.
Wow. Yeah, this is why Vorador's mansion is the best level.
Oh, ancient vampire corpses. All right. Stop playing around in photo mode. Play the game. Yeah, I have to say the bounce move is so fun. Anyone else? Do any souls floating around here? Have I seen this area in Spectral? I don't know that I have. Whoa! Hello, Dreadnought. Well, no wonder I was surprised, because I've never seen him here before. I've never really been in Spectral in this room before. Oh, interesting. And TK just bounces off of him. Nice. Yeah, and then the wings open up in the material realm. Interesting. Oh, actually, I want to see if there's...
Oh, God. No.
Oh, they're not nearly as bad as the crabs in other games. They just want to be friends.
No, they don't! What game have you been playing?
Interesting. And we get the timing on that overhead. It's just so satisfying. And no, now I am not satisfied because I have not been nailing that timing. So here's a question. If you could request one feature to be added to Defiance Remastered, what would it be?
So I have actually emailed the development team about this. So I want it on the record that if it does happen, it's because of me, and you're welcome. If it doesn't happen, I cry. What I want to see most is a Devil May Cry style Bloody Palace mode with co-op functionality, because this is the most combat-oriented Legacy of Kain game in the entire series.
By far.
It would benefit highly, especially in terms of replayability, from a enemy wave style mode, where the challenge just gets harder and harder the higher up you go and the more enemies you fight. And it could go up to, like, I don't know, a set of like 120 or 99 levels with a boss fight at the end. And it would be really cool if you could pick it up and play it with a buddy.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way to extend the lifespan of this game. And it's what I would want to see most. And if it happens, I'm contacting you immediately, and we're doing a video where we beat it.
Deal. I'm in. Deal.
Heck yeah. Again, though, I call Kain.
Okay, that's fine. if we can use skins, then that's even better.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'm Blood Omen 2 Kain all the way.
Vampire Lieutenant Raziel, because that just, yeah, you'll see in the video just how much it blows my mind, but I love that skin. It's so good. Ben from the future here. Guess what? It's official. You got your wish. Kind of. No co-op, but you got your wish, dude. Come on, inside here. Get in the ring. Nice. I got two at the same time on the same spike. Nice. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Nice. All right, well, our record is 6 so far for air slams. I'm gonna wreck it. Because that's what Raziel does. Hashtag and then Raziel happened.
The stained glass windows
are
so gorgeous in the remaster.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the difference.
Well, these were hand painted.
Yeah.
All of these murals were recreated painstakingly by hand, and it's just, you know, the level of work is just astounding.
Oh, even the carpet is. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna admire the carpet a little bit here.
You know, I think it would be fun if somebody modded a texture of Vorador in there like it was in Blood Omen 1.
Yeah, that'd be cool, actually. I wonder how they pull that off.
That would be the dumb kind of joke that I would play if I knew how to do stuff like that.
It'd be cool, though, either way. Yeah, and I believe that this is addressed in both of our interviews that we did with Reyna. So make sure to check both of them out if you want to learn more about how these games were made. Because there's also some stuff in there about Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remaster if you want to know more about that.
Yep. Let's see. Let's go fire, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, so my nemesis with Kain is, of course, our, you know, the unmatched dual mace guy. But with Raziel, is it Tiny or is it Capoeira guy? Let me know let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, that's fun. That's awesome. Yeah, you'll notice none of the other Raziel skins have a mouth. And so yeah, it is just so cool that they went to the effort to give this Raziel skin a mouth that opens and a jaw. Had to have been so much work. But no, it's just I know I said it before, I keep saying it, and I'm probably a broken record at this point, but just this appreciation for the details in this remaster are just perfect. All right, caster. Where is this caster? There you are. It made me wreck Vorador's nice chair. That was like his favorite chair, too. Aw, crap. So these abominations here, I want a closer look.
Look at the difference.
Yeah, so this is unkind Hilden possession. This is the Hilden going absolutely nuts and saying, no, this is my body now. So we've got demon horns. We've got the classic Hilden glow here. Oh, look at that, it's protruding out of his eye. Honestly, this feels like something out of Elden Ring. Kind of. It's like a... It's like the summoner summoned a demon into the world, just not very well. Man. Corrodes on its back, so gnarly. And I use gnarly in the literal sense, not the 90s surfer dude sense. Though I'm not above that. Oh, he didn't last very long. I'm gonna have to pay more attention. 5? Ah! Capoeira guy. You and me now, pal. You ruined what was sure to be a record attempt. One. Okay. Caster lady, you and I. I'm just making new grudges everywhere, aren't I? All right. Now we'll have our reckoning. 1, 2, 3. Ah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aw. So close. Oh, hey. Another TK room. What else do you see, Raziel? It's looking at something. Go, camera drone. Nope, can't get out of there. See, they're reining me in now. They've learned from these. Hello, Vorador's mystery woman. Not gonna say she's my obsession, but I do spend a lot of time thinking about her and all of my questions. Happens if we go back up here. I said. Aw.
I like these tables. I like these kind of tables, especially in a Gothic mansion.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the same table that we see Vorador sit in Blood Omen 1.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yep, because we got the portrait of his mystery woman up there. It's laid out differently.
This is the one where this is the room where Kain is like, I listened as the decadent old fool prattled on about his past.
A boorish account of All right, let's switch to the other skin. Even though I love this one. Pre-Fallen Lieutenant. Yeah, you notice the OZ, the Oz symbol that we saw in the Oracle's Cave in Soul Reaver 1 in that block puzzle there. Man, such a cool skin. But as I said before, his abs just accentuate the lack of pants.
You should answer your own question. If you could add a new feature into the game, what would it be?
What
would it be and why?
It would be something very simple, and that would be I would want to add a collectibles counter for each chapter.
Oh, God, yeah, I don't know what.
So
I found a flaw with the remaster, guys. I found a flaw. We don't know how many of the collectibles we've gotten for each level, which we did have in Soul Reaver 1 and 2.
I find it so hard to criticize this remaster because they put so much into it. And there's just
so
like
much love.
It's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah. And but there
How
are
dare we be spoiled so much? How dare we?
But I mean there are a couple of things. It's like, yeah, this would be nice. Like another thing I think would be really helpful, and this is specifically, a niche use case for me, is I wish we could tune the sensitivity on the camera. I wish we could turn the sensitivity up and down on the stick so that when we get in close for those really, really tight shots, we can fine tune the camera position.
Yeah, I'll be real. While I do think the FOV is pretty much perfect, I would like an adjuster just to see how it would look.
Makes sense.
You can almost get an idea of it if you use the photo mode.
Mm-hmm.
You can get an idea for how it would look.
Adjust your follow distance so it's a little bit more like a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is like Batman Arkham style camera right here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That would be sick.
I love it. I'm eating his soul and he's laughing. 2? Oh. We need to get a photo of that. Oh, that's right. Okay, I love that this is back in the remaster. In my first playthrough, I discovered that you could pick up and chuck chairs, and I had no idea before. And the second thing I discovered is that you could chuck a chair into your own face. Just like that. And the courtyard. which is so much easier to get across now. So it's interesting. You actually don't see these guys from further off. They fade in now. Pal? Okay. So Keeper of Secrets does have a jaw. It's a rather chiseled, manly fellow looking. A jaw and abs? Okay, we can't get up there. Shift 50 times as Raziel. Can we go outside? No, we cannot. Oh. You're back. All right. Ooh, yeah. And here's Vorador's statue.
You just see me judgmentally staring at the camera. I love the touches of rust on the iron.
There is something behind there, but first I want to do something. All right, I feel really bad about this, but Reyna Audrin said that I could.
Yeah, it's okay. I give you permission.
Okay, I still feel bad about it. But I feel slightly better knowing I had her permission to do so. Come on, you can get up there. You can do it. There we go. A little tougher on that left side. Ha. Is there anything else over here? Nope. These beautifully remade dragon statues were wreck 'em. Yeah, look at this. Completely remade for the remaster. I'm just out here wrecking stuff. Got more dreadnoughts down there. Let's get them. And if you're wondering where the word dreadnought comes from, well, it is a ship. That's true. It is a class of ship, but the word itself, the name itself, dread and not, of course, is fear nothing, not being nothing. So yes, they fear nothing, though they should. It's not very smart to fear nothing when Raziel's around. Now, another fun fact about the word dreadnought that I just learned while fact-checking myself is that it was actually a type of clothing, a type of garment that was worn on board ships because it was thick and warm enough that when you wore it, you would fear nothing. Helpless victims. Oh, and this is the first time we get to see these guys. This is straight up Hilden revenants. Hilden souls possessing Hilden corpses. Man. Look how gnarly they are. Again, I use that in the literal sense, in that, you know, they're gnarled and flesh is rotting off of them. Look at that sword, too. So interesting. The fact that we encounter all three of these in Vorador's mansion leads me to believe that his mansion was built upon an ancient... that this tomb that the mansion is built upon is actually a... built on an ancient battleground. I love how I sit there and admire the detail for a minute or two and then just, you know, chuck him into the water. No respect. And that makes me wonder, did the Hilden have the same weakness to water as the vampires had? And then that actually makes me wonder further. What does this say? Okay, I'm going to examine this. But it looks like... Huh. If you know, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. But it makes me wonder whether the weakness to water is a weakness of the ancient vampires as a race, or is that part of the curse of vampirism that was inflicted upon them? Oh yeah, look at all those Hilden. Snack, snack, snack. And dreadnoughts. Let's fight. Whoa. Yeah, I haven't run into that in this playthrough yet. Yeah, the immobilizing spit move is not something that I've seen before. Just for fun. That's cool. cool that their jaw kind of disjoints like a snake's. I haven't asked you yet. What are your favorite skins?
Keeper of Secrets is still my favorite Raziel skin. I think it's better than his base game design. If this was his main design, I would not complain.
Yeah.
At all. It's so good. His Vampire Lieutenant skin, it's cool, but I was never as hooked on that iteration of the character as everyone else seems to be. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, Wraith Raziel remains peak Raziel, and Keeper of Secrets is the coolest design I've seen for Wraith Raz.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm also shockingly not as into Shifter as most other people are. I still
cool.
like it though.
It's cool, but he's wearing pants. Raziel doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? Yeah. What the hell's going on there?
I love Angel of Death, though. Angel of Death is probably second place for me.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I can totally see why. I love the little ruby heart.
Mm-hmm. Well, I could see myself playing through the entire series with this skin.
Yeah. That's me, but for Keeper of Secrets.
Okay, Keeper of Secrets, you were cool and all, but I want my Vampire Raziel back. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get heavy. It is super nice that the item description now will tell you what the Reaver's capabilities are. And it doesn't rely on just a tutorial pop-up message to tell you. Excuse me. And again, it's just so nice not to the weird PC input issues that I had that made this whole thing just a nightmare. There we go. Nice. Whose tomb? Whose tombs are these? So we have 3 skulls here. They look human. They don't look vampiric. Huh. Starting to wonder if it could be the tombs of the vampire heroes, maybe? I don't know. I'm totally reading more into it than I probably should. What the? Can you moonwalk? Raziel can. How far can you moonwalk? Ah, okay.
By the way, it's implied that between Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance, Raziel was just dealing with the Elder Gods' incessant yammering for like 500 years, right?
Like, that is a level of mope that I cannot even imagine.
I mean, you gotta give it to him. Like, he hung on. The only thing that made him stop was the realization that being sucked into the sword was a better fate than having to deal with the Elder God.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Where are you? Yes, I hear you too, crying woman. We hear you a lot less now than we did in OG Defiance, and I appreciate that. Okay, and we know from the OG that we can get up there, but we need to shift in order to collect the item that's there. Oh, they're way up here. We're almost to Janos, but got something else we need to do first. Jump, 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 jump. Don't worry. I'm not gonna forget about you. We'll fight, I promise. There we go. I want that health upgrade. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Perfecting my newly heightened powers of telekinesis, I have learned to hold my enemies momentarily in the air with reinforced bonds of force. Oh, nice. Fine dining. Okay, so we need to... The problem is these guys, when their shields are up, are impervious to physical attacks. More. Now that I've actually... Oh yes, there we go. That's cool. That's a thumbnail right there. Okay. Four. Ah.
Yeah, again, this entire location is just so cool.
Well, and I'll bet if we took these frames here and compared them to the original FMV of Blood Omen 1, they'd look like they fit together pretty well, I think.
Yeah. Especially with all the work that Raina's team has done.
Mm-hmm.
They were so careful about preserving as much of the original integrity as possible.
Yeah.
And it's still so impressive that they thought of everything when it comes to the 3D camera view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the amount of stuff they had to go build out to was just, yeah, just crazy and just
absolutely incredible.
It's the kind of work that, like, Yeah, I appreciate that level of effort so much.
Yeah. Oh, let's look at the statue.
Oh, look at her feet. Not for any weird thing, but there's a rose.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So they're
Couple roses
textures,
there.
but they're still. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
What-
interesting to think that Vorador or somebody who lives here is such a romantic.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder what the significance is.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that means that the statue represents someone in particular.
Maybe.
It's fun to think about for sure.
Yep.
Just like everything in Legacy of Kain is fun to think about.
Mm-hmm. Come on over. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get over how cool that is. Okay. Well, we should go and revive Janos. The environmental storytelling, like, I spent a long time playing the Souls games and really just kind of inferring everything I could from, the environmental storytelling there, and then coming back to Legacy of Kain after that, just like, oh man, everything became so much richer. Oh, you see, speaking of, see the Ouroboros in the floor there? But it's a
Janos
dragon instead.
Dragon. Oh wow, I did not notice that before.
A dragon and a crow. Look at that. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Oh. Yeah. That's just
Oh,
like
cool.
what we saw on the door.
Yeah.
There was a crow and a dragon.
Isn't that awesome?
That is so cool.
Well, we should go and revive Janos. But let's change our skin back so we take the scene seriously. He's not as handsome Raziel anymore. No electronic sound that time. That's good. Photo mode? No. Photo mode? No. Photo mode? No. Photo mode? No. Photo mode denied. Okay, now I can use photo mode. Okay, it must be a different area loading in, that's why. Yeah, I'm just bound and determined to break everything with photo mode that I possibly can. It's too much power to put in Ben's hands. Oh, never mind. Oh, now that is a cool shot. Okay, so the airspace above Janos is kind of restricted. That is also cool. There we go. I think it's that.
I like that design of like the draconian style vampire.
It's more like a bas relief, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's actually chiseled into the stone there.
I'll pretend I know what that is. Great thing about Legacy of Kain, I learned new words.
Well, You know, a lot of like my interest in art and art history, a lot of it originated from Legacy of Kain. Okay. To the task at hand. Let's do it.
This relic had come at so high a cost.
I love that we can
My
hear the
blood
heartbeat
offering
now.
For the answers
Yeah.
I sought from this
Like you
enigmatic
said when
corpse.
Reyna first brought it up, it never
It was
even
the
clicked
price
with
of
me
my
that you
freedom,
couldn't hear it.
for which Kain had paid with his life.
Shove it on in there.
Had I journeyed so far and forsaken so much, only to have it end like this?
Looks like his claws are kind of trapped in there for a second.
I,
Oh my gosh. Look how good he looks.
Raziel, the heir of prophecy. You came for the Reaver just before the Seraphim found me.
You've been entombed here for 5 centuries. Your murderers are long dead.
500 years. And Vorador.
Also dead. Your bloodline is erased.
What a thing to wake up to.
The age of the vampires
Ease him
is
into it,
coming to
Raziel.
an end.
Then we must waste no time.
I'm not who you think I am, nor is this a benevolent act. I have questions that apparently you alone can answer.
Raziel, there are forces in this world that will strive to deceive you and pervert your destiny. But you must believe your arrival foretells the salvation of the vampire race.
Why then would the vampires devise a weapon to consume and imprison their savior?
No, that cannot be.
While the blade yet exists, I am drawn inexorably toward my doom. It was you who bound me to this fate. Only you can release me.
Raziel, you have been misled. You are ordained by prophecy to wield the Reaver.
And so I do, though not quite as you'd envisioned.
Redeemer and Destroyer. Is it possible? Did I misread all the signs? It seems your destiny is more
intensifies.
labyrinthian than I had imagined. You must trust me, Raziel. We may have very little time. I will convey you to the place where your answers lie.
Vampire teleportation, like that's a power that we need to learn.
Makes me wonder why wings are considered such a commodity when they have instant teleportation.
Where have you brought me?
We are within the ancient citadel of the vampire race, long ago defiled and abandoned. This fortress endured through centuries of war against our great enemy.
The Hilden.
Yes. From this chamber, we witnessed the summoning of the Pillars and the banishment of our adversaries from the land.
It was forearm hair. Look at that.
This is a dire omen. The binding is in peril. The hour of prophecy is at hand.
It's too late. The pillars are already damned.
As long as a single one of us stands, there is still hope. The Pillars must not remain under human guardianship. They are not competent to serve.
Why then did you allow the pillars to fall into human hands?
Raziel, there is no
I
time.
want answers. The world can end this instant for all I care.
Very well. The Hilden cursed us as they fell, afflicting our race with a predatory bloodthirst. But with this transformation came our enemy's true revenge. Immortality.
They liberated you from the wheel of fate.
They imprisoned our souls in this flesh, expelling us from the purifying cycle of death and rebirth.
And yet you pass the curse on.
It was a necessary evil. Our immortality banished us from God's grace. He turned his sight from us and fell silent. Many took their own lives, unable to bear the separation from our god. Not you, though. Curse or blessing, it is the price we pay to keep the Hilden banished from the land. To sustain the binding, we had to preserve our bloodline, and so we passed the dark gift to the human successors of our fallen guardians. They rebelled, inevitably, refusing the curse and seizing the pillars as their own. And so we come to our present dilemma. While mankind governs the pillars, the binding decays. The Hilden strain against the barriers
features
of their
remind
prison,
me of someone.
scratching to gain a foothold back into this world.
And what does all this mean to me?
We stand at the threshold of a new eon, Raziel, and you are the fulcrum upon which our destiny turns. Beneath this room lies our innermost sanctum. The outer chamber has been opened.
I love all the
It
runes.
appears events are already in motion. This token is the key to the mysteries you seek. I cannot accompany you. You must face this trial alone. If you prevail, you will have your answers.
And if I fail the test?
Then you will not return.
This broad golden torque was given to me by Janos to open the way further into the Guardian Citadel. Though its appearance imitates that of an Ouroboros, its unending circle is broken. A fitting symbol of the vampire's fate, or perhaps of my own.
Okay, we're actually going to stop here mid-chapter, which I know is a little weird, but I have been spending a lot of time in photo mode. Next time, though, we'll have a supersized episode where we pack in everything from here till the end of the game. And honestly, I'm really excited for that. That'll be just an amazing time, and I'm so looking forward to it. Anyway, thanks to ItsOfficial for weighing in on Vorador's Mansion.
No problem at all. I love coming here. I love talking about Legacy of Kain. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. We all know that by now. We all know it's one of yours.
Yep. And if anybody doesn't know that about us by now, they have not been paying attention.
Clearly.
Let's go check out some bonus features. Let's see, we've done all the lost levels. We've done the training room. We've done the history of Nosgoth. Music player. I can tell you which one of these demonetized the video. Yeah. Anyway, you can listen to these just about anywhere. In the Deluxe Pack, we saw the Dark Prophecy demo in this video. We saw the comic books in this video. Oh, man. So many new Arcane tomes. Let's look at... Let's look at Kain's Arcane tomes. So box art for Blood Omen 1. And the final art. And an alternate. It's a Nemesis soldier there. Early model sheets for Kain. So many smart decisions in the redesigned skin in Defiance. Oh, interesting. These are interface sketches. Very cool. This was, again, back in the days where UIs were massive. Nupreptor's head. And the Soul Reaver, top right. So cool. Map of Nosgoth. Soul Reaver 2's Game World overlay. Oh, that's really cool. Shows where everything kind of takes place in relation to where it is in Blood Omen 1. Well, that's really, really awesome. That's so cool. Early version of the map. That's way cool. Early concept sketches for Kain from Blood Omen. There's Kain transforming. Yep, and of course, Mortanius. And Kain render from the original. Lightning! The Pillars have always been central to the legacy of Kain's story. The first game was originally named The Pillars of Nosgoth. Early Pillars production sketch from Blood Omen. And of course, Pillars as they appeared in the game. And a Vista concept from Soul Reaver 2. And then the Broken Pillars in Soul Reaver 1. Nice. Early redesigns of the symbols. See the Proto Soul Reavers up there. And bow and swords, actually, I guess you could say. Rare image from the deleted assassination cinematic in Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Human Kain is depicted here with white armor and blonde hair. An early Kain portrait. I think I like the current one better. Kain's family crest. Forsaken Master from Shifter. Early Kain concept art, Soul Reaver 1. So cool. Japanese poster for Blood Omen Legacy. Japanese poster for Blood Omen named Kain the Vampire in Japan. It's a very direct title. I like it. And of course, from the Defiance comic. Line art. And see Tyler Kirkham's signature up there in the top right. It's very cool. And the storyboard for the canon ending for Blood Omen. Love it. We are gods, dark gods, and it is our duty to thin the herd. Awesome. Young Kain for Defiance. Kain was originally named Waduak. And then the beast mode concept. I love this drawing. So Daniel Kabuko, of course, who's the art director on Defiance and designed many characters and enemies for the other games. Yeah, he drew this, and I love it. I would just love to see this so much in a game. So this is one of my favorite Daniel Kabuko pieces, actually. I would love to see this in a game someday. Well, another Daniel Kabuko here. Wolf form concept. I really want to see Kain wolf form again. Nomads. So these are the new Arcane tomes. I haven't seen them yet. Human overland dwellings from... Human overland dwellings concept from Legacy of Kain Defiance. Very cool. Bat form. Evolved vampire concept sketches. That's so cool. Ogre. Well, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Early golem concept. The ogre evolved into the golem, becoming the statue enemy class. That's fun. Promotional kiosk concepts. Imagine seeing this in a GameStop. In 2003, that would have blown all of our minds. Here's a layout for the early Seraphan Stronghold. So cool. All right, well, that's all the ones I've gotten to this point. Well, thanks again for watching, and thanks to our pal ItsOfficiaI for joining us for this episode. If you like what you see and you want to see more, do the things.
Wow.